Hello crafty friends, today I'm going to start working in my brand new art journal, the one that I created using scrap paper. If you'd like to see how I handmade this journal, I will link the tutorial in the description below. I'm very happy that my first page is actually watercolor paper because I really want to use my brand new Kuretake Gansai Tambi color palette. It's the 12 color set number 2 that I received from Stationery Pal, and I'm really excited to use these beautiful colors. I will put a link below to the Stationery Pal webpage, and there's also a discount code if you make a purchase. So everywhere I look lately are these watercolor rainbows. So of course I want to make one too. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, but I really think it's a good way to use these watercolors, well, at least 4 of the colors, because I want them also to bleed into each other a little bit. So I've just used my pencil to make a really rough outline of where the rainbow will be, so just the shape, and then I start with this pink. And I use quite a bit of water. The pigment is really bright, and the paint is actually quite thick and creamy. It's really beautiful to work with and goes on really well. I'm going to leave this layer of pink wet, and then I'm going to go with the next color because I want it, as you can see there, to bleed one into the other. I like that effect, and I think it makes it a little different and gives it a bit of character. Before I add the next color, I'm going to dry these two. I don't want all the colors to bleed into each other. I don't mind if 2 adjacent colors are bleeding into each other. So I'm just going to dry this and then work with the next color. This rainbow really doesn't have to be very neat. I want it quite wishy-washy. If you prefer it more neat, you can obviously make more pencil lines and work with the watercolor within the lines to get a neater effect. I quite like that watered look, where it's just really quickly done and it's quite whimsical. I wasn't quite sure about the first green I used, so I went in and added a little bit of the lime green as well, just to brighten that green just slightly. Once the rainbow is dry, I want to add some splatter. I'm just covering the areas where I don't want that color splatter to go, and then I just start with the pink. I will dry each splatter color before I add the next one because I don't want them to smudge or to bleed into each other, and I want them in specific sections. So I've done pink, and then I will do the blue in another section so that it is quite defined and not all the colors splattered all over the place. These paints are traditional Japanese paints, and they can be used as a gouache or watered down to use as a watercolor. Now that the painting is done, I'm going to add some fun detail. I thought it would be cute to add the color names to that section of the rainbow. So I have the color names and number on the card that came with the paints, and I'm using a black fine liner pen and my cursive handwriting and adding that to each section of the rainbow. You could add a quote, or you could put some journaling, you could put names, you could put really anything, any kind of sentiments that you like, and then add some doodles just for some fun to make it more detailed and to make it pop. You can really have a lot of fun with this part, and you can also get carried away. I had to at one point tell myself to stop doodling before I overdo it, because I think sometimes you can overdo it, or no, I can, because it can be too much fun. I would really love if you subscribed to my channel. I'm going to video every page that I do in this book, so I wouldn't want you to miss out. And I also have some other art journaling tutorials, how to make your own ephemera, junk journal flip throughs, lots and lots of videos coming your way. So hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell. That'll notify you every time I upload new content. I considered putting a sentiment or a quote at the top section, the white section just above the rainbow, but I thought against it because I wanted the rainbow just to be on its own without anything distracting from it. I'm now just using the black fine liner pen again to just do some stitching marks all the way around the page. I think this frames it really well. I really hope you enjoyed this really quick video using my new watercolors. I hope you were inspired to create your own rainbows. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you again soon. Bye.